Technology is the backbone of today's society. It's all around us. Programmers are the people that make that technology work the way it's supposed to, so knowing how to code for them is extremely important. Despite sounding intimidating, that skill is something that I believe everyone can and should learn how to do. I had always wanted to code growing up, but I was too scared of how difficult it seemed to learn to actually try. I was worried it would be like throwing myself into a new language where everything would be new and confusing. Instead, coding has become a welcoming experience that made me feel reinvigorated with every new thing I learned. I think what sets it apart from other languages is the constant confidence and motivation boost you get from learning new things. With programming, everything you learn can immediately be applied for you to improve on your code and make new things. Programming isn't just some super hard talent that only people in the tech and engineering fields have. While it is used in some high-level environments, programming is also used in simple things like making a website or a game of rock, paper, scissors. The versatility of coding is limitless. As long as you have a problem or idea to solve, coding can be used to find a solution. By breaking it down, I see three main reasons for why programming should be a skill that everyone should learn. The first is that coding opens the door for lots of jobs and opportunities. Almost every business has a presence online or relies on computers in some way, so knowing how to work with computers will make the things before one person inherently more valuable. Seeing that someone is proficient in programming languages or has personal projects catches an employer's attention. Even if they don't know exactly how these skills will be used in the company, they do know that the person has potential to improve their company in some way or another. By including that information, shows that you're a hard worker, disciplined, and a go-getter. Adding coding to your skills can help you gain higher paying jobs in fields that you already are familiar with. For instance, let's say something was proficient with business and marketing. By combining programming with these fields, a person can get a job as a data analyst or a digital marketer. Even if it's as simple as working at a school where you might have to make schedules or plan assignments, coding can be used to automate these processes and make your workload a little lighter. Expanding your skill set can only improve your position with work, so it's a good idea to give it a shot. The second reason is that coding improves a lot of interpersonal problem solving and technical skills. Lots of projects need collaboration where people have to work together and communicate ideas. Leadership is another big skill that is built on by working with others. Communication is crucial for any part of job or life, so being able to improve it in a fun environment with coding is pretty nice. Making your own program also improves confidence and assurance in one's own abilities, so that's a nice benefit. Along with all these social skills, there's also massive improvement of a person's analytical skills with coding. Problem solving, logical thinking, and organization skills are needed for being a good programmer, and luckily, spending time learning and practicing code can greatly improve them. Overall, the abilities that a person gains with coding is just as important as the knowledge that they gain from the languages that they learn. Lastly, coding can be used everywhere in life. It could become a hobby itself, or it could be used in conjunction with other hobbies to make things easier and more enjoyable. Coding is a good way to turn those projects and dreams they have into reality. With all the different coding languages, coding can be used as a resource for nearly any environment you can think of. For example, let's say your inbox is cluttered with hundreds or thousands of emails that make it hard to find what's actually important. You can write a script that's based off the information you already know about how emails work to sort through everything automatically. There's no need to restrict your creativity and skills to one field when you can expand it in ways with coding. Even when starting at a young age, programming has its benefits. At this age, it's not taught the same way as it usually is. Instead of using computers and to teach language and curriculum and all that, it focuses more on just the basic skills. Problem solving, creative thinking, persistence, communication, and computational thinking are all the main topics we're teaching. Like all other disciplines in school, these prepare children for the future and help develop important parts of their character. Elementary schools teach more advanced programming methods as children grow older. They might teach visual programming and use offline coding to help transition students from those conceptual methods taught at younger ages to more standard ones you'd see at like colleges and universities. High schools all around the country teach computer science classes for students to take. These focus less on the methods taught previously and instead try to make a sturdy foundation that can be improved on with like more advanced classes later on. Classes at this educational level are a great way for students to dip into programming and see what they like without having to really commit to anything. Some students may decide to pursue the computer science careers or learn more about it in college, and others may just be content with what they just learned, and some may just take the class for a little bit of credit. No matter what, the skills taught there teach valuable lessons for them. Coding is just another subject like math or science, and it should be seen as just as important. They all teach concepts and ideas of thinking that are essential for everyone in life. Colleges and universities teach far more about computer science than anywhere else, but it's still a good place for someone to start if they're interested. Adults who want to learn can take advantage of a variety of ways to be taught that other ages can't. College classes, coding boot camps, and other online resources are widely available for them to take. College, being the most advanced option, has the highest cost, which is a bit of a downfall. However, college is obviously the most well-known and accepted option, so that's a pretty good benefit. Boot camps are short, multi-week or month-long programs that teach the stuff taught in college, but it's in condensed lessons that focus on more real-life work. Camps can be costly too, but it's less than college and take less time to complete, so it may be worth it for some people. On the internet, there are always free courses that teach a great deal about programming language, but it's at the expense of learning it yourself. There's one of the best options, but it's just not really great for a lot of people because it's harder to learn. But you don't have to spend anything, so it's good for jumping in when you don't really know much. All these options are great to learn about code, so if you want to give it a shot, you gotta find what's best for you. Recently, a teacher at my old elementary school contacted me to help automate a process in their school lunch spreadsheet. I accepted gladly because it's fun to work on things, so I started working right away. After spending only a few hours on it and using info I found online, I was able to create a program that could cut that teacher's problem down from an hour each day to just a single click of their mouse. And being able to directly help somebody in my life for the skills that I had developed was a pretty cool thing to experience. I originally wanted to code because I thought it was interesting and would be fun to do, but after helping others with what I create, it's by far the most rewarding part of what I do. Coding is just another tool that I have in life, so I want to maintain it and offer it up to anybody that needs it. And this is just one of the endless ways that knowing how to code can make things more efficient and help solve problems in life. In an interview with Steve Jobs, the CEO and co-founder of the largest tech company in the world, Apple, he said that he thinks everybody in this country should learn how to program a computer because it teaches you how to think. I'm not saying that everyone in the world should become a computer science major, and I don't think that Jobs was either, but I am saying that a little bit of coding can go a long way. Knowing a little bit gives you the upper hand over everybody else you're competing with in the workforce. Everyone should consider learning programming at least once in their life, and I hope that my presentation has give you the motivation to do just that.